it's got to be one of the greatest compliments I ever received from him, which was, "Nice rig." Oh, oh yeah. Oh, that's living. Oh, my hands are freezing. But they're getting warm quick. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, man, I'm laying on my food here. Well, we are officially doing what I would call survival boondocking. It's, well below freezing. And, I'm just a few miles from civilization, so that's why I brought my sled, and I brought my, let me see if I got, there we go. I got my, well, they're not snowshoes, but they're ice walkers, so you don't fall and stuff, you know. If I have to, I could walk, or I could even walk and take gear with me into town. It probably wouldn't take but a few hours at most, right? But it is freezing. It's really snow mitigation, just like, you know, if you lived in a house, you got to make sure that your doors don't get snowed in and whatnot. So I had to do a lot of scraping of the ice and the snow. Yeah, at least a foot, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say a good solid foot, and growing. But man, it's a matter of doing things between thawing out your hands, because at a certain point you can't do anything more because your hands get froze. Yes, I have gloves, but they're all soaked. So I have I actually have auxiliary gloves as well, but they're very deep in the bins. So it's been a process, removing the snow and getting to the bins, and getting to the bin where the extra gloves are. So I'm one more thaw away from getting those, they're mittens, actually, some nice wool mittens. So ooh, looking forward to that. Oh, so you want to see outside, do you? Well, yeah, all right, I will. Let me thaw my hands out. While my hands are thawing out, I could tell you a little about this morning's drama. I couldn't find the keys. I usually have them on a hook, and apparently they weren't there. As always, you think you did something that you didn't do, and then the hunt pursues. So I don't know, it might have taken me an hour before I found the key. I don't know if this is obsessive compulsive. No, it isn't. It's very systematic survival system. In other words, what I'm saying is I have other keys. I have emergency keys and stuff, but I do not want to go into the emergency stash, so to speak, because those things could start to add up, right? So I take the time to find the key, the original key, and therefore, because I could start the vehicle and then move forward. But then there's probably going to be other things you got to deal with. You're going to forget about the original keys, and now things are going to start getting really frustrating and really messy. So a very for survival purposes, you know, if you got secondaries, don't go to your secondary unless you absolutely have to. Just suffer through it. In these survival situations, you do not want to create a snowball effect that could kill you. All right, I don't think we need to go outside for me to show you the snow. There it is. Yeah. How you doing, snow? Oh yeah. So there's a lot of mitigation going on here. We got freezing hand mitigation. We got warmth mitigation, variables, indoor, outdoor, car running right now. So you don't want to start sweating because that will then make you cold. Essentially, you just have to focus on the fact that your main task throughout the day is to survive the snow and to sort of, you know, fight the elements to a certain extent. I just call it good training. One of the things that sort of makes this challenging is that I'm suffering through my injuries and ailments. So, yeah, it ups the ante a little bit. All right, real quick, let's go outside. So a lot of this morning, and it's still morning, so, but a lot of this morning has been spent driving around in circles and making sure that I had a way out. So, and then I would just drive around and make sure I bust through the berm that was created by the snowplow that comes through. So just driving around circles and whatnot, probably about 5 times. Yeah. Boy, it sure is beautiful out here. And I would be remiss if I didn't show you guys my snow pulk. Yeah, when I pull that out, of course, I'll get some footage for you. And you'll be seeing me use it for reals for the very first time, because I made this last year, but never really used it. I got it, I wanted to use it for Luna, just in case we got stuck anywhere. And there's my trusty shovel. And I just make sure that, you know, I dig myself a little trench, you know, just dig a little trench. All right, I think it's time to go back in. It's 25 degrees right now, so it's getting warmer, I guess. It feels warm out though. About last year, I snuck up on a friend, and he never saw my rig before. It's got to be one of the greatest compliments I ever received from him, which was, "Nice rig." He doesn't give out compliments easily. It's relatively warm in Diamond Springs, where I came from. I don't really think there's any snow that is stuck, but it is raining there, and it will be raining there for like all week or something. I've already hung out in Diamond Springs during 2 atmospheric river events. It wasn't too bad, but I didn't want to get stuck in yet another one. I'd much rather be in snow than in a bunch of rain. I tried to set myself up for at least 3 days, and I certainly have 3 days worth of food, gas, water, but there are some essentials that I'm running low on. Luckily, well, hopefully I won't get snowed in, because I think I'll do another resupply tomorrow. I mean, it's just the classic thing. I got plenty of coffee. I even got plenty of filters. And I could do without filters. I got plenty of sugar. But look. Very little milk. This will work for now and probably for tomorrow morning. So I won't have to go without in the morning tomorrow. I got no milk to drink. I guess I could drink that milk, but then I wouldn't have any milk for coffee in the morning. And that's the main thing we need milk for. I don't know if I could even drink coffee without milk and sugar. Pitiful. The first coffee of the day turned into iced coffee pretty quick. We're getting plenty of sun right now, which means I'm getting a charge on the solar. But I had to scrape the ice off the solar. Well, I just checked out the news, and the roads ain't looking so good. I had to drive through this last year every night, every morning. I had to drive through that. I told this story before, but last year on New Year's Eve, Luna and I broke down in the middle of the night driving over the pass, and no one could come to tow the vehicle. I couldn't get a taxi. I couldn't even get rescued out of the situation, and I wound up having to carry Luna for miles into town on the road. New Year's Eve. Wow, yeah. So in a way, I feel vindicated being out here now and just being able to kick back and enjoy the scenery and enjoy the snow. Sure do miss Luna. I gotta end this video somehow, somewhere. I don't want it to be too long, and I also want to keep you updated. So I'll see you next video, unless something comes up. Hear that? I know it's really quiet when the ringing in my ears is much louder than what you're hearing.